Shalom, Iye Mishpaka. It is 4 a.m. I could not sleep because my heart had not settled on whether or not I had done this rear main oil seal correctly. And upon research, I had not. As you can see, I have now fixed the rubber, the seal, so it'll sit on the inside. And for those who are rookies like myself at engine building and need layman's simple breakdowns, I want to break it down for you. This is my old rear main seal. This is the inside. That's your inside gasket. This is the outside. There's a little lip on the outside. See that? That's the part that this is a National seal, but National, Felt Pro, they're the same. That's the ones you'll pick up at the auto stores. Mostly it will be Felt Pro, Slakni. That means forgive me. But as you can see, that little raised lip sits on the outside. On YouTube, if you're not careful, it'll look like that rubber. What rubber am I talking about? See this on the inside here? My shadow keeps casting over it. This here, that rubber lip makes a little cup here. See that? So oil making sense will get caught right here. If you bend this rubber to the outside, cool. Let me try to do this real quick with one hand, forgive me. But if you bend this to the outside, because this rubber is very tough, and now this is 90,000 miles on this national seal. I mean, this is this is a National seal. National makes the Chrysler parts, FYI. So if you want to know who makes the Chrysler part for them, it's National. But hard to do this with one hand, forgive me. If we can push that down, so you can tell by how I'm having to struggle. One thing I've learned in engine dealing in mechanics now for a while is that if you have to struggle, you're probably doing it wrong. We're advanced enough where we make things pretty simple for one another. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of how that rubber will conform and deceive you into thinking that it's sitting on the outside like that, as I showed y'all in the prior video. Well, you don't want that. What you want, it comes in the box, out of the box, like this. So like I said, once again, doing this with one hand. Let me set you up. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna set this right here. There you go. Now I'm gonna set this right here. There we go. Now you can see. It comes from out of the box like this. Once again, a little cup right here. Makes sense because it seals to the crankshaft. Oil can go right down in here. This, I thought, was just a plastic holder. No, they very wisely give you a built-in installer tool. That installer tool comes like this. Like that. Mimicking the back of the crankshaft. See? So not only does it hold the rubber gasket, the inner rubber gasket in place, it's also your installer tool. So when you push it on there, I just did this, and it was, super easy. One of the easiest things you'll ever do in mechanics. As you push it on there, see, it's going to raise back, because that's the crankshaft. It's going to hold the inner gasket in place on purpose, so it'll seal once it lets go. And as you push it, it's just going to automatically on its own pop out. I'm telling you, it's going to be just like that. And you're going to see the rubber will not be on the outside. The rubber will be sitting safely on the inside, perfectly sealed. See how that circle? Remember, this is 90,000 miles on this one. It's still holding its seal. So this is a really good product. As you can see, the gasket's not even tore up. So my brand new one is on there. So, but it's going to sit like that on the inside. Once again, a little cuff for the oil. If it was like this, the oil better get out. Doesn't make any sense. But it comes like that out the box, so even a dummy can do it. But we all know we're dummies. And but there you go. Bada boom, bada bing. And per last time, handy dandy crank turner. 50 inch-pounds. You should be able to turn your crank. You can see, look at the flick of the wrist, and you can hear the little shh. That's the rubber gasket back there, but it's not binding, not stopping it in any way. Good to go. All right, good to go. So just wanted to give you that update. I wanted to give you a simple how-to tutorial. As I learn things, I want to give simple things like that because they're hard to find in bite-sized increments on YouTube, at least I have found. With that, see you next time at EA's Garage. Elohimi, your Elohim, out.